Hi and welcome to BooksGenie.ai. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create puzzle books. Specifically, we are going to look at the Kakuro Puzzle book that was added recently. Kakuro Puzzles, you can think of them as the crossword version for numbers. So let's get started. First thing we need to do is create a project. So I'm just going to go here and create a new project by clicking on this button. The pop-up shows up, and then you can either create a project using custom configurations by choosing custom project, or you can actually choose one of the pre-configured book configurations. In this case, I'm just going to use the 6 by 9 inches puzzle book configuration, and then I'm going to just choose a name. In this case, I'm going to do Kakuro Puzzles. The number of pages, you can keep it at 120, you can reduce it, you can actually add pages later on, so this is not a big deal. For the sake of this demo, I'm just gonna go and click next. This is just a review of all the configurations, and this is exactly the same configuration that you should select when you upload the book to Amazon KDP. Now let's create the project. The project is created and it's opened in the book editor. As you can see, my AI Magic is already open, but in case you don't see this opened here, you can just go ahead and click on the AI Magic to have this menu displayed. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, we are going to create Kakuro Puzzles. And to do that, we just go here and select this new Kakuro Puzzle. It will open a very familiar dialog, similar to all our puzzles. It's easy to use and easy to create. So here you basically select the level, like you have easy, medium, and hard. And then you can also select the size of the grid. So for the sake of this demo, I'm just going to use medium, and I'm going to use 15 by 15, like the grid size. And then you have different shapes of the puzzles. I'm going to show you all of them, so I'm just going to go ahead and create the square here. And then you can also change the title of these puzzles. You can either leave them as Kakuro Puzzle by default, or you can, for example, choose a name and say my puzzle if you want to. So I'm going to leave it at that. And the counter here is actually a variable, so it will be updated with the number of that puzzle. With that being said, let's click on next. And now in this stage, we are going to select where we want to place our puzzles. So in this case, for the sake of this demo, I'm just gonna use the this one, like page number 2 as well, and 3. So I'm gonna create 3 puzzles. That's why I selected 3 pages here. And then you click next. Now we are being asked where would the solutions of these puzzles be to be placed. In a real world scenario, you want to place your solutions at the end of the book, right? But for the sake of this demo, I'm just going to place a solution right after my puzzles, right? So I have to select 3 pages as well because I created 3 puzzles. And we just click generate. As you can see now, if we click on page number 1, we can see our first Kakuro puzzle. And yeah, the black ones are basically the hints. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this or not, but if you're not, just you can just Google what Kakuro puzzles are, and then you have an idea on how you play this game. So we have our 3 puzzles created, and then we have the solutions of our puzzles starting at page number 4. So as you can see, all the numbers have been filled, and this is like the solution for the puzzle number 1. And I also have the solution for puzzle number 2 and solution for puzzle number 3. This is the square format, right? Before I show you how to customize the look and feel of the puzzles, I'm going to show you how to create different shapes so that you have an idea how they look like. Let's go ahead and go to Kakuro Puzzle Creation Wizard, and then similar, I'm going to choose this time hard, for example, and I'm going to choose this shape instead of the default one, which is square. I will leave the title as it is, and then click on next. Similarly, I'm just going to create like 3 diamond-shaped puzzles, and then I'm going to select the solution pages now, and then click on generate. And yeah, as you can see, if you go to page number 7, this is like a Kakuro puzzle, and you can see that the layout has been set in a way that it forms like daemon, right? And you have the second one, and this is the third one as well. And we start with the solutions. So we have our solutions here. Let's see the other shape. So I'm going to do something similar. And this time I'm just going to use medium 15. And yeah, I'm going to choose heart here. Click on next. So I'm going to choose again 3 pages. Next, and then the solutions of those puzzles. Click on generate, and we should have like our shapes now. As you can see now, this is shaped and looks like a heart, right? So we have like 3 heart-shaped Kakuro puzzles, and this is their solutions. And the last one is basically creating like circular shape. So we're gonna select this instead, and then click on next. And similarly, you choose where you want to place the puzzles. 3 pages, and then you choose the other pages for the solution. Click on generate, and now we will have our circular kind of shape puzzles. All right, so this is how you can create Kakuro puzzles using BooksGenie.ai. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. Now to customize it, as you can see, let's say if I click on this one and choose this, you can see that we have like different options. So we can change the font being used for the numbers, the size of the font as well. And you can also change the color of the text and the background of these clue cells. The clue cells are basically these black cells, right? The white is where you put the answer, and the dark ones are this one. So basically I can change this one to, let's say, red, right? So now my puzzle looks red. I can also change the grid color, as you can see. So I can make it dark. I can make it like red as well. And there is the option to basically decide whether you want to fill empty cells, like for example, this empty cell or not. So you can turn this off, and you can see that the empty cells now are actually like just being left blank. And you can also decide whether you want to have a full grid or not. So by removing the full grid, you can see now those blank cells do not have like the grid lines, right? And if I enable it, now you can see that we have our grid fully drawn. Maybe this is not much clear here, so let's go to another shape to see the difference, right? For example, yeah, this one. If we fill empty cells, you can just do this, and you see now the cells that were empty and are not needed for the puzzles, now they just become like white. And you can also now remove those extra cells by saying full grid to false. And similarly here with the shape, you can also change the color to, let's say, orange, for example, and so on. So similarly here, that applies to everything. So if you know like a heart, you can, for example, change this one to, let's say, red. So, and then we can also change this one to darker red. And now we have like a heart shape Kakuro puzzle. As always, when you apply these settings here, you don't have to go ahead and change all of them. Instead, you can just right click and choose this apply to similar. And then you have to confirm that you would like to apply to similar. And this will apply the same styles to all of the puzzles that are Kakuro puzzles, regardless of their shape. So the color or the theme will be applied to all of the Kakuro puzzles available on this book. So if I click on confirm, all of them will change. And now, as you can see, all of our puzzles now have the same theme, like the same color. Once you are happy with your puzzles and you have created puzzles for all the pages, you can always export the book to upload to Amazon KDP. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.